somebody saw somebody brother. You think all these security agencies where you see, you see now they just pick them from ground. These are other people's family, for crying out loud. You are saying you are happy even though you know that it's an EFCC. Did you even read your tweets?
Oh my God, very dark man, I got slap you first of all. They need to slap you. Do you know how many people have had bad experience with EFCC? Even most of them are not even internet fraudsters. 2 out of 10 Nigerians have had confrontation with these same people, EFCC. Now, the video of EFCC raiding a hotel and slapping a female in her room. If they can do that to a girl, what do you think they are doing to guys behind camera, behind closed doors, outside of camera? So don't come and give us that chikri boo. Don't give us that boo story here, right? Don't try to use that emotional blackmail that yes, he was married. Solomon Buchi said nothing wrong in his tweet. The boss of EFCC said night raid should no longer happen. They banned night raid. Then why did this guy still go against his constitution of EFCC to do night raid? It shows you that these people don't have discipline. They don't have what? Orientation. So whatever calamity befell him, he used to carry it on his head.
Again, let's look at the other place of all these whole things. How were those guys enabled to possess a firearm? That's another thing entirely. And with the mind where these guys they shoot at the EFCC, waiting those people they use that gun they do for their house.
Brother, the gun was licensed. Yes, you can license a gun in Nigeria. What do you mean the way they take shoots? What is a gun for? Like, is this guy dumb or something? Can someone just help me out with this video? Is this guy dumb? The way they take shoot them. What is a gun used for in the first place? Self-defense. To curtail threats. Right? I see people jumping into my house with guns, weapons, and the rest of them, and I own a gun. What am I supposed to do? Option A, shoot. Option B, throw the gun on the floor and lie down. Option C, I don't know. Yeah, what's up, guys? It's maskedCELEBRITY here again. As you all know, verydarkman released a statement yesterday concerning the whole EFCC mata. The guy, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? The guy that was shot. The guy that was shot in Anambra. So verydarkman has released his own official statement concerning the whole thing, and we're going to do justice to it and react. You guys have been asking me to react to this, so we're going to react to this verydarkman's video and share our own opinion on what we think of this whole matter. Because genuinely speaking, a lot of people have shown disapproval with this verydarkman's with his statement. So let me react to it before I conclude here.
Alright, now to the issue of this EFCC operative that was shot when they went for a raid in Anambra. So it was reported yesterday that some EFCC operative, they went to a compound in Anambra State, they scaled through the fence at 3 a.m. to make an arrest and a raid. They didn't know that the compound that they were coming to, those people had gone, and that was how they exchanged fire that led to the buy of this man, this EFCC personnel named Salisu. They moved him to his state in Sokoto and he has been buried. I've been seeing a lot of comments, that are very, very disturbing. Some people are saying, oh, EFCC had it coming, they do too much. Yes, maybe they have been doing too much. Some other people were saying, because this guy where they buy now, they're saying in wedding they come up soon. Some people say go do the raid so that I go get money, take do wedding. Thank God say they buy them. You understand? EFCC native and all that. Yes, fine and good. We can say okay, no problem. But now there are some very, very disturbing tweets that don't sit right with me, and I need to educate most of them about a lot of things when it comes to all this crime for Nigeria. Now, Solomon Buchi of all persons, I have a question for you. You tweeted a Nigerian man shot an EFCC officer that raided his home by 3 a.m. I am very happy. If you come in the night, you are a thief that should die by the gun. Solomon Buchi, do you know what your tweets have encouraged? Do you know what message this your tweet is sending to the youths? Other than that, are you even a human being? Somebody was by in the line of duty. This is a human being. Let's leave EFCC out of it first. This is not a human being.
No, the way this verydarkman they talk, in they try use emotional blackmail on Nigerians. But thank God, Nigerians are not that dumb because they don't approve to this message. You are saying, do you have human feeling that somebody was by? Now, the verydarkman, do you know how many people that this same EFCC have what do they call it, has blackmailed? First of all, because so many people who are guilty, who they tag as fraudsters, internet fraudsters, are not really internet fraudsters. Now, if you go to a club and you see guys, if I'm in a club with guys and these same EFCC people come, they don't care who is the internet fraudster or not. They are rounding up everybody. In fact, in Nigeria as of now, it is completely illegal to EFCC officials to have a laptop and an iPhone. In fact, we have become the illiterate capital of the world at large, whereby if you're holding a phone or you have a laptop at so time of the night, you are a fraudster. That's one. Now, this whole EFCC thing, you came in as an activist. You came in as an activist, someone who was the voice to the voiceless, who came from the poor street as we. You understood the oppression we faced. Are you telling me that you're blind to the years of oppression? Do you know how many people have had bad experience with EFCC? Even most of them are not even internet fraudsters. 2 out of 10 Nigerians have had confrontation with these same people, EFCC. Now, the boss of EFCC said night raid should no longer happen. They banned night raid. Then why did this guy still go against his constitution of EFCC to do night raid? It shows you that these people don't have discipline. They don't have what? Orientation. So whatever calamity befell him, he used to carry it on his head, because the boss of EFCC said there is no night raid. So he got killed not in the line of duty. He went outside of duty, because the duties of EFCC, they operate on a certain time and night raid is banned. So if he went out there on his own in the middle of the night, whoever gave him instruction, it should be pinned on whoever directed them to do that night raid. And then they had this coming, first of all. So you're trying to use emotional blackmail on Nigerians, guys. It will not work. Oh. First of all, I know how many mothers have cried because they have not seen their sons in how many years, because they don't know that their son is locked up somewhere in a cell, alleged internet fraudster. I know how many people have had their names and faces, right, tarnished by EFCC, where they have them hold this cardboard and force them into pleading to guilty of the financial crimes, even though that they are not guilty of the crimes. EFCC does not do investigation. EFCC is if you're a young guy and you have a nice car and you have a nice house, boom, raiding you. Right? We saw the video of EFCC raiding a hotel and slapping a female in her room. If they can do that to a girl, what do you think they are doing to guys behind camera, behind closed doors, outside of camera? So don't come and give us that chikri boo. Don't give us that boo story here. Right? Don't try to use that emotional blackmail that yes, he was married. Solomon Buchi said nothing wrong in his tweet. Solomon Buchi said nothing wrong. Solomon Buchi is outside the country, and so as someone who have left Nigeria, most Nigerians in diaspora will tell you that they will never come back to Nigeria, because when they go outside country, they see the standards there. You want to compare hush puppy and what happened? See, let me tell you something. The American police, the foreign police, will never raid your house without what? Presenting a warrant for your for your arrest. Where is the warrant for this thing? Where is the warrant for the arrest? And I heard this guy scale defense. See, what's the difference between thief and these guys, EFCC? And from what I'm hearing, these guys, they no longer wear their uniform to do raid. So how will you blame someone for trying to protect his home? Who knows? He must have had a family, right? And he must have been in a place. Of course, he's in Anambra. Anambra is not safe. Southeast is not safe. You have so many unknown government issues here, ESN, IPOR, and the rest of them. So you're coming into Southeast to perform a raid in a place that they face a lot of. No. I don't agree with this video, very dark man.
This not somebody son, somebody brother. You think all these security agencies where you see, you say now they just pick them from ground. These are other people's family, for crying out loud. You are saying you are happy, even though you know that it's an EFCC. Did you even read your tweets?
Oh my God, very dark man. I got slap you first of all. They need to slap you. When this raid happened, the person who had the house had no idea that there were EFCC officials. And he exchanged fire thinking that they were criminals. Like I said, there is no clear distinction between EFCC and armed robbers, because these people operate like, have you been there when they are raiding your home? EFCC officials in the middle of the night, some carry cutlass, some carry gun, right? Some carry machete. Like, you will even be scared. I've had very dark man. No. You definitely don't know what you're saying. Stop trying to use the emotional blackmail on Nigerians. It will not work. That's not what we're looking at. People are suffering. People have lost loved ones due to insecurity, kidnapping. Nobody is willing to listen to this rubbish. Do you know how many people have been kidnapped through the same thing that people have been kidnapped in their own homes? The same process through which this EFCC did. Raiding, jumping, scaling a fence with cutlass and gun. Of course, the woman that thought, okay, these are armed robbers or kidnappers. I have a family to protect. Time, one person don't go. Before you can realize, say, okay, now EFCC official. Guy.
You are happy. You know where this kind, you know the encouragement you want to encourage the youths now to start to the fight against security agencies to arm themselves. Do you know all these tweets? But anyways, that's on the side. But bro, this is wrong. Now, let's come to another tweet. See, how can an EFCC operative scale a fence to make an arrest at midnight? I wish all three were shot. Now, let me educate you people on something. You see, how can an EFCC operative scale a fence to make an arrest at midnight? Nigerians, youths, you people need to understand this, or generally Nigerians. There is no particular time to fight crime.
True, yes.
There is no particular time to fight crime. There's nowhere where they scheduled the time to fight crime from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the night. No. Although a lot of all these our security agencies, all these our personnel, they abuse all these things. Yes, fine and good. But don't take it in your mind to say, how will they come by 3 a.m.? No. Even the popular hush puppy will not know. Let me play a short clip as to when he was arrested.
6 raids were carried out simultaneously while the suspects were sleeping in their Dubai residences. After months of investigating and hours of monitoring the gang's social media accounts,
months of investigating, very that part. What they use, they compare. See, EFCC know they investigate. If they notice that this person get Benz, get good house, they have gone to headquarters or whatever place they are based, and they are raiding you. In fact, you don't even need to have a house or a car. Just be a young guy. Be in a wrong place at the wrong time. Right? Let's say they're coming to arrest one person in a club. They know the person they're coming to arrest, but as far as that person is surrounded by people, young people like him, they are carrying everybody. EFCC does not do investigation. They do investigation after you've been detained, after you've been harassed, after you've been beaten, after you've had your picture snapped online. EFCC have tarnished a lot of people's name, businesses, and reputation. So this thing you're comparing Hush Puppy, I don't get it. Hush Puppy was, very dark one. You have not been where they are doing raid, EFCC raid. You've not been there. Have they've maltreated Nigerians as if we are low standard human beings. You've not been there when they are dehumanizing Nigerians at a raid. EFCC they move like SARS. This was what SARS was doing now before they got disbanded, and SARS never got disbanded. They just put them in another organization, and most of the EFCC people are former SARS members. I am telling you, as someone who follows the Hush Puppy case, I am telling you that there is a difference. Yes, you are right that the security forces have abused it, because there is nobody to correct them. There is nobody to sanction them. I said it before. The Nigerian police force and the EFCC, all of them, there is nobody there to correct them. There is nobody to hold them to accountability. That's why they do as anyhow as they want. Even in broad daylight, a police officer will threaten to shoot you and hide your body. Are you telling me that you are not living in Nigeria? Is that what you're trying to tell me? That you've not been living in Nigeria? Very dark man. Is that really what you want to tell Nigerians? So no, genuinely speaking, no, I do not approve of what you're saying.
Was beat when they were sleeping. Most of the intel about all these fraudsters, all these kidnappers and all that, do you think you can go and catch them during the day? Most of these people, is at night that they work. Now let's now come back to EFCC. If you check now, if you say those people, they don't even give them authorization, they go make one kind of arrest where their organ don't even authorize them. Yes, a lot of them, they make all those arrests where their organ don't authorize them. But again, let's look at the other place of all these whole things. How were those guys enabled to possess a firearm? That's another thing entirely. And with the mind where these guys they shoot at the EFCC, waiting those people they use that gun they do for their house.
Brother, the gun was licensed. Yes, you can license a gun in Nigeria. It's extremely possible. to have a gun, a licensed gun in Nigeria? What do you mean the way they take shoots? What is a gun for? Like, is this guy dumb or something? Can someone just help me out with this video? Is this guy dumb? The way they take shoot them. What is a gun used for in the first place? Self-defense, to curtail threats, right? I see people jumping into my house with guns, weapons, and the rest of them, and I own a gun. What am I supposed to do? Option A, shoot. Option B, throw the gun on the floor and lie down. Option C, I don't know. Man, are you retarded or something? Because like, I don't get what you're saying. But let's just hear what he has to say.
That should be a question. That should be a question. Are they just keeping the gun for protection, or they use it too to go and do their own illegalities and to do their own business? Are they part of the IPOP members that are disturbing the peace of the East? Nobody won't even ask it how. If they go catch those boys now, I am 80% sure say they don't even get license to that gun where they hold. So what is he doing in that gun, with that gun? Now
they have license. You made this video without doing your own research. That's you have a big platform, verydarkman. Now you're trying to bring, oh god, man, this is really nonsensical, right? What does IPOB? Okay, you have, yeah, you can call that IPOB. Yes, if he does not, him having a gun, if he has no license, yes, you can invoke maybe the option of maybe he's an IPOB or the rest of them. Yes, and regardless, see, Nigeria is too safe for you to say, ah, had I known. A lot of people keep own guns, unlicensed guns, not because they are trying to kill people or engage in crime, but to not be in a situation of had I known. Because all your politicians, they all have guns in their house, right? Some of the guns are not licensed. See, Nigeria is a state of what they call it. That's how a friend of mine that's how he put it. The law is for the poor. Yes, the law is for the poor. It's not for the rich. No, the rich, you can't hold them by the law. They are the lawmakers. It's like a two-tier justice system in Nigeria, right? So right now, because this guy is a nobody and he owns a gun, and the gun is even licensed according to the research, but now you're coming online to say that you don't know if the gun is licensed. Well, why didn't you fucking do your own research to know if the gun is licensed or not? And even if the gun was not licensed, I would understand why he would own a gun. This is Southeast. Southeast has been unsafe for a long period of time. Nigeria is unsafe. As someone who has family and loved ones here, you don't want to ever hear Nigeria happen to you. So I would understand why. I will understand why the Northerners will have a gun. Have you been to Kaduna? Do you know the number of Christians being killed in Kaduna? Number of Christian farmers? You don't want them to have a gun, right? Because I believe that if we had guns in Nigeria, the way American system operates, a lot of all these crimes would have been curtailed. We don't even have enough police officers to curtail crime. The police officers, according to a video I watched, about 120,000 of them are being used as escorts for rich and big men. About only 4,000 are in service to stop crimes. So even the security forces that are meant for us are being used to protect the big men. So what are you talking about? People who always reach a point where they need to self-defend themselves, to not cry tomorrow at the burial of their loved ones.
Now when they encourage this thing, let's see all these boys will start to be possessed by a person find their dog, they come up, blah. They won't go do forceful entry for girls. They'll carry the gun, go there. Be careful what people encourage. When they happy, EFCC, tomorrow these boys go use this gun. Enter